Hello everybody, welcome back to Jared Opens a Box here on Jared Takes the L. I have another great video for you guys here today. We're going to be taking a look at some new pops from Sonic the Hedgehog. I think we've done a couple of videos on Sonic this year, and we just had a pop last week as part of San Diego Comic-Con. But we have 4 new ones here, completely new characters, or at least 3 new characters and 1 new version of a character. Ow, I just hit my finger on the desk. But we have some that have been, wow, let me try that again. We have some that people have been wanting for a very long time, and we're actually going to be kicking off with one that I and quite a few people have really been wanting, and we finally now have it in the collection. We have Blaze. So yeah, I don't know what took Funko so long to make this one, but it also took them forever to finally make a pop of Amy, so I guess they're just running a little behind there, trying to get caught up on everybody. But this is Pop Games number 1116. The box is just the usual Sonic the Hedgehog box, so there's nothing to really specify there. Also, yes, I know the lighting is a little off today. I'm not entirely sure why. I might have to replace another light bulb again. Let's go ahead and open this one up. Of course, it comes with a base. Alright, and here is Blaze. Now, this one came out looking really, really good. Very accurate. They even got the little ponytail here. The eyes, honestly, they've gotten a lot better. I know there was a lot of complaints with the Sonic Pops having the Funko eyes and everything. I think, honestly, especially with these guys, it's gotten a lot better. It's not as bad. I know with some of those original Sonic Pops, they did kind of look a little goofy, but I think they actually fit these characters quite a bit. She does have the gem in her forehead there. She's wearing the usual attire that she wears in the games. Fun fact, one of the very first video games I have ever played was Sonic Rush Adventure on the Nintendo DS, which is actually one of the games where Blaze made her debut. So that's pretty cool. It was one of my very first video games, and so Blaze is one of the very first video game characters I've ever seen. So I think that's really, really fun. But they did a good job with this one. I think they absolutely nailed it. They got the pink shoes and everything. She has little heels on it too, which is fun. I think it would have been even cooler if they had like her holding like a little bit of fire or something, because she is able to do that. But yeah, unfortunately they didn't include that with this one, but they could always do that in the future as an exclusive or something. Now they've made one, they can definitely just keep on going. Look at all the shadows they've made. But yeah, this one came out looking really, really cool. I think Funko absolutely nailed it. All right, our next one, for those of you who are fans of the Chaotix and the Sonic the Hedgehog series, you can rejoice because we finally have one of the members. We have Espio. So sorry, Vector and Charmy fans, they don't have pops of them yet, but at least we have Espio, so we're getting there. So this is Pop Games number 1119. Again, the box is going to be about the same here, so nothing too crazy. Let's go ahead and open this one up. This one also comes with a base, a much bigger one than the one that came with Blaze. Alright, so here is Espio. This one, again, came out looking really nice. I love the little pose they have him in, little ninja pose. Since, of course, he is a ninja. Again, the eyes don't look too bad on this one. I think they do fit the character, so it looks fine. He does have the little horn here in the middle of his face there, which looks pretty well detailed. They got pretty much everything else. He has a little tail right here that even curls up, so that's cool. Little spikes on the back. And then he has these purple shoes, which look really cool. Kind of hard to see, though, given the lighting, but that's okay. And then he even has these little these gauntlets on his wrist or whatnot. They got everything on this one. They really did. They got all the details on this one. I think this is a great first pop for the Chaotix. I do think it would have made sense to do a 3-pack with him, Vector, and Charmy, but I know Espio tends to be the most popular of the 3. Honestly, Charmy probably doesn't have too many fans, unfortunately. Vector, fairly popular in his own right, so he'll probably be next. But I think they did a really good job with Espio, and once they do make the other 2, it'll be cool to have them all together in one setting. But again, so far this wave is pretty nice. And that takes us to our next character, one that I was not expecting to see in Funko Pop form anytime soon, but I guess Funko was like, sure, let's just make it. Let's do it. So we have Jet. So this is really cool. Of course, Jet made his debut in the Sonic Riders series. And honestly, wasn't really terribly relevant until more recently. He just made an appearance in Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. They made a pretty big deal out of that, him and the rest of his team. This is Pop Games number 1117. There is the box for Jet here. Let's go ahead and open this one up. This one does not come with a base, the first one so far to not come with one. So here is Jet, and yes, they did give him the board that he rode in the Sonic Riders series, so that is awesome. Really cool detail. Honestly, kind of surprised they didn't make this a Pop Plus, because they've been doing that with a lot of the Pops that come with an extra accessory or whatnot. But they did give him his board here, which is incredibly well detailed. They did a great job on that one. And Jet himself looks really, really good. I think the eyes look really good here. They don't really affect much. He has his goggles on his head. Of course, he has all the feathers here. He is a hawk, of course, so it makes sense. They got all the other design choices down. He's got these really cool shoes with this flame decal on them. So I think that looks really cool. The little fluff on the chest there, which is kind of similar to, you know, Shadow and Silver. But yeah, and of course the beak too. I got that too. This is phenomenal, honestly. This is a really, really good pop. I mean, seriously, I don't think they could have done anything else to increase the accuracy of this one. I think they absolutely nailed it. And I love that they gave him the board, because they didn't have to do that. But since that is, you know, what Jet is most known for, is from that series, the Sonic Riders series, where everyone rode these around, I think it made sense to have it with this one. And it makes me wonder if now maybe we'll get another exclusive down the line of Sonic with the board, you know, or some other character. They will do a whole Sonic Riders wave. I don't know. I obviously haven't heard anything of the sort, but you never know. You really never know. But there is Jet. I think that one came out looking really cool. And now on to the last one. Definitely surprised about this one, because it's a character, or a version of a character, that really hasn't been mentioned much in quite a few years until recently. So I was really surprised that Funko decided to make this one over some other book. That was weird. The lighting got really bright there for a second. I was kind of wondering if maybe they were going to do other versions of other characters first, but I'm okay with this. I think it's really cool. So we have Neo Metal Sonic. So yes, this is already our second Metal Sonic pop, and as of this video, there's already a third one as well, which is one of the limited edition exclusives to GameStop. They have Metal Sonic 3.0 from Sonic Rivals. But this one is from Sonic Heroes. In my opinion, still one of the coolest Sonic games, even though I've never actually gotten a chance to play it. I really hope that remake comes true next year. But this one is Pop Games number 1118. And yeah, like I said, crazy choice to have this one, because he only made, as far as I'm aware, he only made one appearance, and it was in Sonic Heroes as the main antagonist. And that was it. I think they just recently added him to some of the like multiplayer Sonic games, like on the phone, but that was recent. Like he hadn't shown up at all from now and since, like, I think Sonic Heroes came out like 2003, so we haven't seen him that long. All right, so, oh man, this one's cool. But man, they did a good job with this one. Here is Neo Metal Sonic. Wow. The detail on this one is insane. So they got everything right on the face. That looks really cool. He has the 3 different, like, spikes right there. They gave him, oh man, that looks so cool. They even gave him, like, the little white details here, the silverish details. He is a metallic figure as well. It didn't say on the box, which they have been showing that sometimes, but this one is metallic, so that's pretty cool. Felt like it kind of had to be, you know. And then he also has that little, you know, that little yellow circle that Metal Sonic has. He still has that. And then he also has this cape as well that he had in the game. And it's just, man, it's just such a cool figure. They got all of the details down on this one. Again, I'm shocked to even see that this character was made, but I am so happy they made it, and Funko did a phenomenal job on this one. Seriously, go look up a picture of Neo Metal Sonic from Sonic Heroes and tell me that it doesn't look exactly like this. So good. And the eyes are perfect too, by the way. They didn't even really change it. It looks great. All right, so that was our newest wave of Sonic the Hedgehog Funko Pops. I'm going to give them all a 10 out of 10. I think they did a phenomenal job with these. They are all incredibly accurate to the characters. Really, again, showing me that Funko has gotten so much better with those Sonic Pops, because I remember there was a lot of criticism of them when that wave came out in 2017. They've gotten a lot better. These are definitely a lot better. And I thought that way with the previous couple of waves too. Like the last one we did with Big and Omega and all of them, I thought that was really well done. This one, definitely the same. But yeah, let me know down below which of these are your favorites. I'll go through them again one more time. So we have Blaze, Espio, Jet, and Neo Metal Sonic. So let me know down below which of these were your favorites, and when we come back next week, we're once again going to be taking a look at some pops from the Godzilla series, but this time around, not only is it just the King of the Monsters, but he's joined by a couple of friends, two of which we've never seen here on the channel before. So I'm really, really excited for that video, guys. If you were excited, let me know. I don't know where I was going with that. That's okay. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I will see you all in the next one. Peace out, everybody.